Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new full moon reading in Scorpio. The full moon will be on the 23rd of April, but we are still under the powerful influence of the solar eclipse. This is following the lunar eclipse in late March. So there's a lot of cosmic energy here, and we are Pisces, you are experiencing, particularly in the area of your life that has to do with higher education, spirituality, travel, interaction with a diversity of cultures. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. Thank you to all who have been interacting with my free readings on or about the first of each month with your comments, your generous donations, of which I am deeply appreciative. Moreover, I appreciate your presence now. You are welcome here. I enjoy the energy that you give me, and I thank you in advance for that. So let's get started, Pisces, with your overall energy for the full moon in Scorpio. I want to say Cancer got this overall energy card. And there was a very specific message that is different from the message I'm getting for you. For you, I'm getting a lot of negative feedback on your journey to gain some support for something that you want to do. So there may be ways in which you're being told that you don't have enough or you don't know enough, and that is feeding into any self-doubts you may have. Positively, you are changing this environment. You understand that you have put yourself or been in this environment where you did not receive the support you are deserving of, you know you are worthy of. You are countering the sense of self-doubt by identifying those places where you can get support as a way of countering this. You are not letting your doubts, you're not internalizing the feedback you're getting in any way, so that you are not feeding or self-sabotaging yourself by giving in, by being blocked, by giving up. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the 7 of Wands is beautiful. This is really indicating that you are speaking up for yourself. You are clearing away all of the static or distractions, unreasonable requests or demands for your time or energy, so that you can liberate yourself to operate in a place of strength from your talents, from your heart, from the things that inspire you and will support your growth and expansion. You're moving beyond the world or environment you're in. And to that end, you are verified that you are moving from a place of your inspiration. And this is what gives you the confidence to move forward towards your target, knowing that you have what you need to achieve it. In the first house, we have the Knight of Cups, and this is so appropriate for you, Pisces. This is the experiences you're having are opening up your heart to a more authentic version or expression of your needs and desires. So you may have in different environments been in a place where the values you're aligned with were extolled, but your experience of that may not have been in alignment with your values. In other words, you may have been raised in a religious household where your expressions, creative or spiritual, were misaligned or misallowed from the particular household you were in. That's an example that comes to mind. You are finding your own way, knowing that your desires and gifts are authentic to you and your heart, to your path. This is occurring to me as a very deep experience of adjusting to the variety of experiences you're having in the outside world and making them relevant, searching for the key, the silver lining, so that you understand better how this is preparing you for what it is you want to be successful at, what you're building towards. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your roots, the Two of Swords is about looking at something that is very close to you. And I'm reminded of the story I told with the Knight of Cups card about being in an environment that shares the values that you have, but not your particular expression of those values. That is an example of the kind of crossroads you feel yourself at. You see yourself as leaving something behind. However, if you are really honest with yourself, you will recognize that there are more than a few options within the context of this crossroads or this choice, that there are many more options. In fact, you're gathering information about the choices you feel that you have, the decision you must make. But there's something here that tells me that you know what's best for you. You know the direction that's best for you, and it's not the easy one. It's the harder direction, particularly if that means leaving behind intimates, people you're close to, or a significant relationship. In the seventh house of your significant others, the Eight of Cups, and this is affirming, in fact, that you are choosing to move away from close foundational relationships in order to apply yourself to a challenge. This challenge is what brings significance and meaning, not just to you as a person, but to your life. This is about building your contribution to the world. And you are willing to, you recognize that you've gained all that can be gained from your current environment, and you're willing to move on. It takes a lot of courage to do this. This is the hard thing to do, just as the realization that's leading you here is difficult. But it also is leading to your assured success. Pisces, if this reading is resonating for you, please like this video. Please share it with others. Please comment below and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I pulled the Doubt card. I release the need to know all the answers. You know, this is really resonating for me with the Five of Swords, in which you may be getting negative feedback, superficial feedback, to a request for help or support. And it also is resonating with the Two of Swords, in that you may be gathering information about a decision you have to make, but you know what the answer is, and it's not the easy one. I'm also going to pull Flora and Fauna of Africa as a prayer to the motherland and acknowledgement. And I pull the okapi, and the flower associated with the okapi is the sacred lotus. And the key words are spiritual growth. Embrace all aspects of you. Your uniqueness is your power. Let your spirit guide you. I just love this. So, the Knight of Cups in the first house is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Lover's card. So, choices are being emphasized here. The Nine of Pentacles is emphasizing your autonomy, your independence, that you are able to take care of yourself and that you can make decisions based on your own stability and security, that you don't rely on anyone else for the essentials of your life. And that liberates you to make decisions about how you invest in yourself or how you invest in those things that are aligned with your vision. The Lover's card is about choosing long-term benefit. And that has something to do with the relationships that you may be leaving behind, the difficult relationships that you are required to face in your current environment or within yourself, a realization that is difficult to look at, but knowing that the hard decision is one that you're confident is going to lead to long-term benefit, growth, and the ability to build something of long-lasting value. And that's what is critical for you at this time. This feels very much like a family dynamic to me. It can have to do with a working environment in which you are responsible for educating or sharing information with your colleagues. The Two of Swords in the fourth house is clarified by the World card in the fifth house and the Four of Cups in the sixth house. You're closing out or finishing up an educational, a training process. This can be a journey that you've been on to date. Wherever you are in life, you have achieved something, and it's important that you acknowledge what you have achieved. You are closing out this cycle, and by counting up the rewards or the recognition you've gained, you must include the skills that you've developed along the way. These are in distinct preparation for the next journey, the next move that you're contemplating. The Four of Cups in the sixth house is about your establishing a magical practice. That's what I call it, where you are making decisions, making moves based on the things that support you, that feel good to you, that recognize your talent, your gifts, and your worth. And that you are perhaps still adjusting to a perspective, an experience where this is a given, moving away from things that don't support you, that don't know who you are or what you can do, but who hold you to an external measure that is not relevant to what you can do, your unique talent, your unique powers. So that this practice is part of your accomplishment and achievement, that you've finished up something. This can be graduation from school. This can be finishing a mentoring program or some junior level of professional experience in which you have gained this clarity about who you are and the environments that you want to cultivate to get the most from yourself, to find the joy in what you do. The Eight of Cups in the seventh house is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles in the eighth house and the Sun in the ninth house. So the Seven of Pentacles is really validating the Seven of Wands. You're looking at what you've built overall and the way in which you can leverage and maximize your unique talents for greater reward. You're not satisfied with how you've been able to gain your independence. You know that you can do more. You understand now that it is about a continual recycling of your resources and your efforts, a continuous reinvestment in yourself or those projects or individuals that are aligned with you. This is what creates your happiness. Whatever you've achieved is leading directly to your making a wise, if difficult, choice for you that is helping you that is being encouraged by your pursuit of happiness, your pursuit of authenticity, You're allowing who you are, your natural gifts and talents to shine. And that's what verifies your gifts, what supports how you support your community, how you distribute your healing energies to the world in an equitable way. And this allows you, because the exercise of your talent or gifts is so satisfying to you, that it lifts up your team, your students, your colleagues, your clients, and reminds everyone of what an abundant world this is. You're really tapped into the flow, letting fall away all the layers of defensiveness and overthinking and trying to think your way through or divest in those qualities of yourself that lead to your greatest power. The Seven of Wands in the 10th house is clarified by the Queen of Swords in the 11th house and the Four of Swords in the 12th house. So you are using your dispassionate intelligence to make decisions, to facilitate a conversation, to share ideas with others. You are in a position of convening conversations, interacting in a discourse in a way that removes judgment from ideas, from the value of ideas, opens up the conversation, allows you to be truly curious about what your experiences were in the past now that you know what you know. And similarly, to be curious about the relevance of your experience to the experience of others, so that you want to know what the experience of others is. You're able to ask the right questions and to listen. And all of this comes from a place of gratitude within you, to where you are now able to see the value of your challenges, of the even oppression you've experienced. Your ability to survive is what has prepared you for this deep understanding of why those challenges were gifts, how they've elevated your faith in yourself, your ability to let in the light, to be illuminated and to illuminate others, so that you now have a firm spiritual foundation from which you can now be grateful for everything. I'm going to finish up this reading, Pisces, with a crystal oracle, and I have pulled the Unakite, and the key words are live in the now. I love this. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, namaste.